Alright, I think that's a good spot to go ahead and get out the intro off. Oh god, I didn't put my headphones on. Hold on. Hold on just a second. Hello. I'll grab that thing off the background there. Noticed yesterday that I was being a bit... the filter on the camera was being a bit stupid with that t-shirt I have on the... my mess pile back there. You know, if I was smart, I'd have done all this like before starting the stream. I'm not really planning ahead though. Okay, one thing I wanted to do was tweak up over here really quick. I noticed some funky stuff going on with the audio yesterday. And I meant to tweak this before I started, but I thought I didn't. I'm gonna go back to my previous levels I had on the game audio. Okay. So today is our last stream of Mass Effect 2. Because all we have left is the Arrival DLC. Which immediately precedes Mass Effect 3. And then we're going to just start Mass Effect 3 right off the bat. We're not going to get...
messages for you, Commander.
Thanks, Kelly. We're not going to get too far into Mass Effect 3. Because we might get past a little bit past Mars. I'm probably going to be able to run around to the Citadel a little bit in 3 before I get to quit. Or before I need to quit, just because of time. As far as I recall, it's been a couple of years since I played 3. I did do a bit of testing on 3. Hold on, I gotta check to make sure that pretty sure oh yeah, I definitely redid the textures. Come on, Shepard. Yeah, those are. Yeah, those are. I have restored the texture pack from the. Oh yeah, they're so much more glowy. Eyes, much more glowy in the fan pack. I got. Yeah, much more scary. Yesterday with after all the crashing we had with the lair of the Shadow Broker, I'm hoping that doesn't happen with Arrival. We'll find out. And then 3 I've done some testing on, but we get to figure that out on the fly. That's gonna be a fun time. I don't remember 3 being that crashy with the mods though. And 2 is always a little bit temperamental. Which is also probably why 3 has a much more active modding community than 2 does, if the game is just more stable. Despite with that, I did do a bit of running around just to make sure I did have all the armor and stuff yesterday. And as far as I can tell, we do have all of the armor. I just kind of misremembered. Apparently 2 doesn't have as much armor as I think it did. I thought it did. I was probably misremembering. I was probably, again, confusing Mass Effect 2 and 3. I've been doing that quite a bit throughout my Mass Effect 2 playthrough. 2 and 3 aren't too different mechanically. You'll see that once we get into 3. Like for example in 2 and 3, between 1 and 2 we get a whole new ship. The combat system has been overhauled. The armor system was overhauled, but between 2 and 3 it's a lot of the changes are just like smoothing over the rough edges of what 2 was and kind of expanding on the content. So 3 has a lot more armor pieces to it. The ship layout makes more sense, I dare say. And this general like conversations on the ship and stuff, I don't need to really worry about keeping up with those as much as to the plot. The crew conversations are much more tied into the plot. Anyway, Arrival DLC. We triggered the cutscene for this accidentally. Apparently, if you have the DLC installed, you can trigger the introduction cutscene at any time, which kind of doesn't make much sense if you trigger it early, because you just have Hackett calling you up on the space telephone, telling you, "Hey, I have a buddy of mine that's in trouble. Can you go in solo?" And then, presumably, if you do the mission right then, you just do the terrible things you do in Arrival, and then just nothing happens until you beat Mass Effect 2 and move on to 3. That doesn't make any sense. Arrival is supposed to take place immediately before 3, so that's what I've done here. And I'm kind of worried Arrival might be another Overlord situation, where there's not a lot to talk about. It's just kind of going to be a long combat section. And I'm just going to be kind of sitting here, just kind of playing the game for a while. But I can maybe nitpick some. And as I kind of mentioned earlier, this will be a solo mission, which kind of breaks away from the gameplay formula of 2 quite a bit. We'll see how that goes. I'm not too afraid of it, but it definitely slows things down quite considerably, because they still throw huge waves of dudes at you. Without your squad mates, it kind of turns it into a bit of a slog. I also feel the need to point out that this was not done by the main Mass Effect team. This was actually farmed out to the same team that ended up doing the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer and Mass Effect Andromeda. That's my phone telling me, "Hey, you're live." Thank you. Twitch is so annoying. Yeah, I don't see anything else. I don't think there's anything else I really need to address here. Let's just go ahead and kick this off. I'll talk about that once I'm gonna do it. I'm still afraid to touch any buttons during the loading screens now, after that crashing we had yesterday. Okay. And nothing. I did swap out the cane for the grenade launcher. I'm going to switch that out for the arc projector again because it's OP. Because I'm not particularly afraid of going on a solo mission, especially because we're Vanguard. I don't think this is anything. Yeah, okay. That's not the gun I wanted. I always hit the scroll wheel at least once before I remember, oh yeah, the scroll wheel order makes no sense. I need to not do that. Yeah, like I said, this was... That's just JPEG back there. I'm gonna spend this whole time nitpicking on stuff. I don't know, I'm in a nitpicky mood today. As I mentioned, we are back to the modded textures. And after seeing the vanilla textures yesterday, one thing I didn't realize is that there's a lot of textures just kind of in the environment that apparently the modders just decided not to touch. A lot of the textures are the character textures. I imagine they kind of addressed the worst case of that might be modded. I'm not sure. I can't spend too much time pixel peeping here. Let's just go ahead and kick it off. But yeah, my short jaunt with the modded textures yesterday. Actually, the game held up pretty darn well, I must say. I kind of expected that because the art direction as such is still pretty solid in these games. It's just the texture resolution that really suffered. And once we get into 3, I'm totally going to pull up an example of the really bad character textures once we get rolling in that. So yeah, Shepard going in solo. Got a couple little mini puzzles here. I don't really remember a lot of the beginning of this.
Tarians must send their prisoners down here to die. I have to find Dr. Kenson now.
That's good. No, this is just invisible wall here. Yeah, like this is kind of what I'm talking about with the why I kind of wanted to note that the maps were not developed by the main Bioware team. The normal Mass Effect monitor mapping team absolutely would have had like a railing or something here to kind of make sure you knew you couldn't go down there. You're gonna notice a few things like that in here if I recall correctly.
This place is run down, even for a prison.
Get the humans in question.
Get your hands off me!
It's a good thing she's still alive. Why did we cut that off? Unless that was just kind of a tutorial for teaching us, like, hey, you can turn off the laser beams. Maybe. I guess we could fall back there and torture Varen if we wanted to. Torture that one Varen. Okay, I just heard some people arming themselves. Hold on, I need to go back to this laser door back here. What the heck is this? Okay. Presumably this is just a room full of goodies. Some mini puzzles here. Or an alternate route forward. No, this is a room full of goodies.
This looks interesting.
I hear humans are scurrying like vermin out in the asteroid belt. Is anywhere safe from them? We should arm a mission to flush them all out.
I don't remember what the... like, who exactly we were saving Dr. Kenson from. I guess we get to learn. I know she was like on a mission together. Yeah, this. We obviously had like a little mini tutorial there for well, that's a locked door anyway. We shut off the laser here for some reason. Okay. Well, I guess I'm never gonna figure that out unless there's like we get like a activation code up here later. I don't remember. Like I said, this DLC, I remember the events of the DLC, but I don't really remember the DLC itself much.
They wanted to slam an asteroid into the mass relay. Can they even do that? What difference does it make? We caught them.
Here is the, I believe, perhaps.
Still got her down in the prison. I'd just kill her. Interrogating a human's a waste of time.
Maybe maybe the second time in the game where delaying shooting people actually pays off a little bit. The other one being Archangel's mission, where like I pointed out that like, hey, these guys are passive until you start shooting. It's the same here. This is actually a small, kind of sort of stealth segment where like you saw a couple of dudes standing guard outside and such. Where were they? Yeah, like opening this door to start a fight. We don't want to do that. Just very light stealth. Game's obviously really not built around sneaking around, but apparently the AI is good enough where you can do it somewhat. Yeah, she should be fine there. Maybe not. Nope, we're good. Okay. Okay, don't mind me, fellas. Not exactly a strict stealth system, apparently. I see that over there. Don't know how to get to it. That's where it came from. That's bad. Oh, here we go. I don't remember there being much of a reward for doing it the sneaky way, but heck, if they're gonna let me do it the sneaky way.
Relays can't be damaged, much less destroyed. Those humans will do anything to destroy, I swear. We have to make this one an example to the others. We can't respond kindly to terrorists.
If they're gonna let me sneak around, why the heck wouldn't I? Something different.
There's a shuttle incoming. Clear the hangar bay.
Again, going that way would probably start a fight with those guys that were just observing. Another very light puzzle here. I believe we're just going to be putting the box in somewhere, obviously. Maybe perhaps right here? Oh, I think I remember what this is. I think there's like a locker or something back there we can... No? Other than it can't shoot it. Looks like we could climb back up here if we wanted to. Hold on just a second. This is gonna drive me nuts. Hold on. Ow, I already got the stuff back here. Alright.
We can use this.
Some more stuff under here? Yep. We're doing a Medi-gel 6.
Our convoy intercepts paid off. We picked up a message to the Alliance coming from somewhere in the asteroid belt. We listened to the feed until we discovered an operation run by a human named Kenson, smuggling engine parts and guidance systems into the system from Omega. We intercepted Kenson's vessel and took her and her people into custody. Interrogation has produced nothing but frenzied rambling so far. This one's apparently the mastermind. If she doesn't talk, kill her.
Yeah, so I think at this point we might just need to no, we can just walk right past it. Alright. Tempted to just charge in there at this point. Gotta if the game's going to continue letting me be a bit sneaky.
Who are you? What are you doing? Dr. Kenson? I'm Commander Shepard. I'm here to get you out.
Commander Shepard? I'd heard you were alive. Hackett must have received my message.
We're looking at a major diplomatic incident if the Batarians find out I was involved. This evidence had better be worth it.
It is. The Reapers are coming. Diplomacy is the least of our worries. If we can find a console, I can hack security. Make us an escape path.
Then we'll find one. Go!
Ready.
I believe the only reward you get for being sneaky there is an achievement, which I already have, obviously. But hey, it's always fun to be a bit sneaky when a non-sneaky game lets you. I don't know if there's anything back there. Apparently not. Is that like a real video feed? No way, it's not. No way. A reason to not continue forward.
There should be a security console here somewhere.
A lot of ammo here. I mean, I guess if you're fighting, you might need to. That's the other side of that door I was worried about earlier. Okay, we just can't. Get out of here.
Shields.
A bit silly. Okay. Oh, jeez. Kinda want to charge in there, but it seems like a terrible idea, so I'm not gonna do that. Okay. Maybe this is a bad gun to be using. These guys weak a little bit and then charge in there with the shotgun.
They know we're here. Keep them off me while I hack us a way out.
Suppressor teams to cell block. Now.
Okay, so this is gonna be turtling a bit, which is always frustrating as a Vanguard, but hey, what are you gonna do? I mean, design a level around not protecting an NPC for one.
Got no shield! Nice shot!
We need to close the door we came in through. Keep them out. They're coming through that door in the back. Lock it down. They're coming up from below. Other side, go.
Nope. Oh, over there. That over there. Okay. I don't really have anything I can do for shield guy there. I can yoink that guy. So I will. Tempted just to charge in there with the shotgun, so I'm going to.
Connecting all doors to the hangar. Still need more time.
Taking cover.
No shields!
Shockwave's a little bit buggy in here, apparently. Good to know. great if you guys could stop doing the grenade thing. It's really annoying.
Bringing down their orbital tracking network. Watch the other side. More enemies on the elevators.
Stop the prisoner!
That'd have been so satisfying if that worked, man. Let's see here. Do I want to charge in there with the shotgun eventually. Eventually being right now. Okay. Bad plan. I didn't catch that guy on the ground. Probably have to redo that whole section now. Am I a bit loud or am I being a bit too close to the microphone? I'm very excited. I'm not clipping yet. I guess we'll listen to the VOD later and find out. I did notice yesterday that the drivers were off again, so I kind of sounded a bit crappier than I usually did. Apparently that's something I need to keep an eye on.
Keep them off me while I hack at the way out.
Fine. Play conservatively.
We need to close the door we came in through. Keep them out. They're coming up from below. They're
I
coming
say
through
as
that
I
door.
almost get
Other
myself
side,
killed anyway.
go.
Yeah, that almost worked. Blew him the wrong way.
I'm locking all doors to the hangar. Still need more time.
Yeah, I think if I remember right, we do want to hang out on this side of the barricade.
They're through my shields. Bringing down their orbital tracking network.
Do not randomly
Watch the
charge
other
into the
side.
place.
More
Figured
enemies
that
on
out
the
each time.
elevators.
Should be able to pull him though. Pull him off into the void if I time this right. Mighty got him. I totally got him.
There's an elevator that leads up to the hangar. I'll bring it down to us. Almost done.
Always feels good to be able to pull that kind of thing off. That was some more dudes spawning. Okay. I don't know if there's a good way to handle this particular clusterfuck.
That did it. Let's move.
It's either trying to cut through the door over there.
Get to the hangar. Do not let them escape.
Oh, one last thing. The hangar doors are hard locked. We'll have to get those open the old-fashioned way.
Leave that to me.
There they are.
Didn't actually let me use the
Gotcha.
didn't have a lock there. Didn't actually let me use the elevator button until Kenton was on board, which I thought was a good touch. That dude was shooting sideways.
Can't target them.
Probably for the best, actually. There's a lot of guys in here.
Right in the eyes.
Either can't aim today or the hitbox was off a little bit there. Probably a little bit of A, a little bit of B. not use the pistol. Yeah, let's use the pistol. Something new. Okay, the jerks have moved the crane to block the way up there. We need to open the shuttle. Oh, okay.
We have to break the locks on the bay doors.
Ow.
Engaging autopilot. We should be well out of range before they get their security measures unscrambled.
Do you think they'll come after you?
I'm not taking any chances. Batarians don't take kindly to humans who plan to destroy their mass relays.
So the charges against you are true.
Well, to be fair, that's about half the story. My people and I were here investigating rumors of Reaper technology out in the fringes of this system.
I guess you found something.
We found proof that the Reapers will be arriving in this system. When they get here, they'll use its mass relay to travel throughout the galaxy. We call it the Alpha Relay. From here, the Reapers can invade anywhere in the galaxy.
So you decided to destroy it.
Exactly. Doing that would stop the Reapers' invasion. Even at FTL speeds, it'd be months or years before they got to the next relay. We came up with what we just called the Project. A plan to launch a nearby asteroid into the relay and destroy it before the Reapers could arrive. Of course, the resulting explosion would probably wipe out the system.
How were you caught?
We've been smuggling Starship parts from Omega. Thrusters, guidance, and aftermarket ESO core. The Batarians thought that looked suspicious. A few days ago, I took a few of the men on a scouting trip, and the Batarians pounced on us. They never found our actual base.
I don't remember. Again, this DLC's a bit hazy in my memory. I think all this should be interesting. I'm just gonna probably just go through all of it.
How did you plan to launch an asteroid into a mass relay?
Moving an asteroid just requires thrust and guidance, which are readily available in Omega's salvage yards. Get the right amount of power and a good VI to drive it, and you can pretty much just point and shoot.
I've always heard that mass relays are indestructible.
I've heard that too, but I think it's more that nobody's willing to find out what happens when one is destroyed. And, well, we plan to slam a small planet into the thing at very high speed. By our calculations, that's more than enough.
Why do you think destroying the mass relay would destroy the entire system?
Mass relays are the most powerful Mass Effect engines in the known galaxy. The energy released from a relay's destruction would probably resemble a supernova. This is a remote system, but just over 300,000 Batarians live on the colony where they held us. The explosion would undoubtedly kill them all.
Is the project still operational?
I imagine it is. We were one button press away from launch when the Batarians arrested me.
You'd think there'd be a second in command to be able to push that button, but Cerberus doesn't appear to be that well run, so what do I know?
I still don't see how you learned about this supposed invasion.
The evidence came from what we call Object Rho, a Reaper artifact we discovered among the asteroids near the relay itself. When we get back to Arcturus Station, I'll explain everything and provide copies of all our notes on the artifact.
Actually, this isn't even Cerberus, this is like Admiral Hackett's friend. I don't think this is an Alliance operation. This doesn't seem like the Alliance's style. Black Ops, maybe.
If you're working near a Reaper artifact, how have you avoided indoctrination?
We've been very careful. We know what we're dealing with. You're not speaking to a child, Shepard. I saw what Sovereign did at the Citadel. Trust me, I know what's at stake.
What's a Reaper artifact doing in an asteroid?
We don't know, or even what its purpose is. Some things are just too old or large to comprehend. Even a Reaper thousands of years dead contains power. Their artifacts are worthy of study, regardless of their purpose.
Okay, and again, I must point out that the whole Cerberus investigating a dead Reaper seemingly without testing anybody for indoctrination was stupid, even for Cerberus. But apparently this, I'm just going to call them Alliance Black Ops. I forget exactly what their alignment is, but I'm just going to refer to them as such. So, like, this Alliance Black Ops team, I know the council races have dismissed the Reapers as a conspiracy theory. I mean, the humans are a council race now, so maybe the humans just kind of followed along. I highly doubt that, though. But I mean, my point, though, is if an Alliance Black Ops team is seemingly aware enough of indoctrination to be able to look out for it and to be aware of it as a problem, Cerberus must be really dumb to just kind of work in a Reaper without, seemingly without doing any observation of the indoctrination effect.
How exactly does a Reaper artifact give you proof of an impending invasion?
It showed me visions of the Reaper's arrival. Much like your Prothean beacon, I imagine. The Reapers are coming, Commander. That much I know for certain.
The stakes are too high. If you were willing to destroy a whole system over this, I want to see your proof.
I guess I can't argue with that. Give me a moment. Kenson to Project Base.
Good to hear your voice, Doctor. You coming home?
Affirmative. And I've got Commander Shepard with me.
Shepard? Really?
Tidy up the lab. The Commander needs to confirm the artifact.
Right. I'll get everything set up for your arrival. Project Base out.
All set. Just sit back and relax. We'll be there in no time.
And if I remember right, for this DLC, once you kick it off, you're just kind of along for the ride. Well, that's all the DLC except for maybe, no, I think that's just all the DLC.
Here we are. Welcome to Project Base.
What's this?
That's our countdown to arrival. When that gets to 0, the Reapers will have come. Just over 2 days and counting. Puts things in perspective, doesn't it?
How do you know that's an accurate countdown?
It is. The artifact has been giving off pulses at definite intervals since we found it. The intervals have been decreasing at a steady rate. The artifact is reacting to the Reaper's proximity. In just over 48 hours, the pulses will become constant, and the Reapers will be here.
You're saying the Reapers could be at Earth in 2 days? There's no time to waste.
Then let's show you that proof. That door exits the hangar. The artifact is in our central lab area.
Now, one cool thing is that you can, in fact, just sit here staring at this clock for, what is this, 51 hours and 24 minutes. And there is a little cutscene that plays if you do that. I would recommend, if you're interested in that, to just look it up on YouTube. I will not be standing here for 51 hours straight. Is there anything else in here? Apparently. I'm going to be a lot more thorough running through here than I have been. Just because, again, this DLC is pretty hazy for me. Just a whole lot of combat and then the big dramatic ending. And I'm not
through the door at the end of that corridor to your left.
too interested in the gameplay of I mean, I like the gameplay of Mass Effect, but for me the high points for me are always the storyline and the writing. The universe.
So what would it take to get the project back up and running?
Everything was in place when we were arrested. It wasn't a question of could we, but should we.
What alternative do we have?
The Reapers will reach this system regardless. But the Alpha Relay is their shortcut to the rest of the galaxy. If you want to keep the Reapers at bay, this relay must be destroyed.
Very obviously blocking us from taking a peek at the weird alien thing in there. Yeah. 51 hours would be like I said, I've watched it on YouTube. I've never actually sat there staring at it because it seems like a waste of power to let this sit there and run.
We have
Also,
to get the
hi.
project running again. It's probably the only chance we have.
One sec, let me get the door. Commander Shepard, I give you Object Row.
You have the Reaper artifact just sitting here? Out in the open?
When we found it, it showed me a vision of the Reaper's arrival.
Kenson, this is not good.
Give it a moment, Shepard. It'll give you the proof you need. I can't let you start the project, Shepard. I can't let you stop the arrival.
Take her down! They've seen us.
Okay, and here is the plan is unveiled. The terrible plan to kill Shepard. These guys are T-posing. That's really fun. Okay, I already have my gun out. I don't have my ammo type set. Let's go. I don't remember exactly where the spawns are in here. I'm not too worried about this quite yet. I definitely need to worry about this. This does get a bit spicy in here. I remember that now. There's somebody over here. Yeah. So, you know, it'd be good if it was probably the arc projector, but I didn't pull it out, so.
Make this difficult, Shepard.
Do not resist. Give yourself over and be spared.
I forgot to talk to you. That's so cool. Let's see here. We got flamethrower men. Know what that means? Yeah, get up, blow up. Thank you. Oh, there's so many guys in here. Oh my god. How did you think this would go? This is a terrible plan. Lock Shepard in a room and just hope she dies. Okay, the plan actually worked out. We'll point that out. Good plan, apparently.
Take her to the med bay and patch her up. We want Shepard alive.
Okay, that was a supposed to lose fight, I guess. Oh, okay, so you don't actually need to sit there for 51 hours. I remember that now. It's going to skip us ahead a little bit, so you only have to stand there for, I don't know. Yeah, that's one of the cutscene's a little bit disappointing. I do remember that, but it's cool that it's there.
Waking up a moment ago. But it could be a glitch in the system. No glitch. The sedatives aren't working. Security!
Watch her, she stands there all smug. Let's see here. Another light puzzle here, if I recall correctly. The elusive man standing around with Ashley Williams. Was that in that cutscene? Because if so, I imagine that might be kind of alluding to the elusive man being...
Step away from the terminal.
If I had to guess, probably kind of possibly alluding to the elusive man being indoctrinated. Maybe he somehow indoctrinated Ashley as well. Who knows? Oh, this section's really cool, actually.
The project is almost complete. I thought I'd feel a sense of accomplishment, but instead, I feel dread. I can't help but think we're doing something terrible.
Yeah, no shit. This section here is really cool.
Engaging security protocol.
Rerouting power. Sleep mode ended. Sleeping.
Not gonna blow up? Okay.
Shepard's escaped. All available personnel to the medical wing. Do not let her activate the project.
Probably just like... Yeah, there we go.
Not much time. I have to get this asteroid moving and get the hell out of here.
Okay, so it's just under 2 hours, which is a lot better than just leaving your PC or whatever running for 51 hours.
Shepard has been sedated constantly for 2 days now. We've had to increase each dosage. It seemed like Shepard was waking up a moment ago, but it could be a glitch in the system.
No glitch. The sedatives aren't working.
Yeah, it's probably because we're half robot and you... But I don't know. I think this is supposed to be an Alliance like Black Ops operation or something like that. I'm gonna be on the lookout for like symbols or something. And I see a lot of blue. I'm gonna keep on referring to it as like Alliance Black Ops. Actually, no, I take that back. They should totally know we're a cyborg. Look at this shit. Yes, this pre-animated like sci-fi scary person. Come on, click on the thing. This is...
Shepard's past them. All personnel, get in there.
Did they not see us slaughter like 20 dudes before they took us down? They just sent 2 and
They've seen
expected
us.
that to work?
Shepard's in the living quarters. Seal off project control.
This was bad. Yeah, okay. Nothing quite like a well-placed shockwave in this game, I must say. One of my favorite things to do other than just pulling people off the edge of the level. Is there anything over here? Sure looks like there isn't.
Shepard is tearing us apart.
Regroup.
Gonna knock me out of cover. Nope. Who has a flamethrower? You do. Kinda didn't want me to charge there. What are these? There's been a few of these. Little power generators or motion dampeners or something. Actually, are we on the surface of the asteroid right now? I think we are. It would make sense for them to have the base like where they're turning the asteroid into a ship. Yeah, it looks asteroidy. And they are very friendly with the ammo in here.
Kenson's acting strange lately. Like she doesn't care about the project anymore. I know I'm not the only one having those dreams. The Reapers are coming, she says. But I'm not sure if I'm hearing fear or hope in her voice.
And she told us they were on the lookout for indoctrination, man. And she was lying to us clearly at that point, but...
There!
If she knew to lie about that, they know how indoctrination works. Oh, jeez.
You won't get through here, Shepard.
Yeah, the ammo clips are something I could take or leave. I don't have a major problem with them like a lot of the, I know you've said a couple times that you don't like that, you're not a big fan of them. Just because of... Oh, jeez. Like, I think, I still think like a hybrid system would have been best, where like you'd have the ability to pop out the clip and replace it in order to keep on firing, or just like wait for the thing to cool down over time. That way you could like, if you run out of running out of ammo for your gun wouldn't necessarily be... It'll be annoying, but it wouldn't be crippling. You okay there, bud? I wouldn't be surprised if the playtesters kind of fell into the trap that a lot of players do with like health, where they just kind of...
The longer we're here, the more I'm convinced that the project must be stopped. We simply don't know enough about what the Reapers want. It's foolish to assume that the Reapers mean doom for the galaxy. Legends say they've come through before, and yet life continues, doesn't it?
You guys are falling to indoctrination, I guess. I wouldn't be surprised if the playtesters like kind of fell into the trap that a lot of players do with like health and stuff, where they just kind of they're hiding a lot, waiting for their pistol ammo to regenerate so they can pop off a few more shots, that kind of thing. And I wouldn't be surprised if the developers opted to instead just get rid of that entirely to try and keep the pace up. Maybe. They do give you a good old-fashioned
Shepard's heading for Project Control.
Mass Effect 1 style gun in
There, now.
Citadel DLC, though. Was it Citadel? Yeah, it was Citadel DLC, so way late into Mass Effect 3. Nope, wasn't on there. Screaming, man. Just got him. Is that a terrible plan? Going for it anyway. That was a really bad plan. That was a terrible plan. I didn't notice the flamethrower guy until I'd already hit the button. If it wasn't for flamethrower guy, I totally would have nailed that. It looked really cool.
Shepard's
Okay,
heading
we're
for
just
Project Control.
right outside. That works.
Get in there, now.
Okay, got him. No. See you over there, asshole. There's two of you. Really bad plan again. Really bad plan. Worked out though. Yeah, nope, still bad plan. No charging into that room. There's a million guys and multiple flamethrowers. Fine game.
Shepard's heading for project control. Get in there, now.
Just gonna sail off. I'm a big fan of pulling the flamethrower guy so he turns into a flying grenade, I gotta say. Got him. Don't die here like an asshole, man. There's like one dude left. Is that it? Okay. Jesus. Yeah, that would kind of be my my thing. Like, I understand the developer's intention in order to try and keep the pace up, and then say kind of switch it up so that they have the thermal clips, and you can just swap out a clip instead of just needing to hide out behind cover. I think that was probably the intention. But yeah, lore-wise, it wouldn't make sense. Like, I think actually something else that I don't know, something they could have made it maybe a little bit better is to switch to something like they have in 40K, where they have the regular infantryman standard issue las rifle uses energy packs that are recharged with heat, so you can just like build a campfire and recharge them that way. So that way you could effectively have infinite ammo, sort of, with these easily rechargeable energy packs instead of just having these clips that you just run out of and then that's it. I don't know. I think they kind of obviously they had to think of I don't know. I think a lot of the people sometimes give the Mass Effect writers a bit too much credit. Sometimes you just gotta kind of roll with what they give you. Is this the end of the DLC? No way.
Welcome to Project Control.
Yeah, it is.
I want to activate the project.
Warning. Activating the project will result in an estimated 305,000 casualties. Do you wish to continue? Project activation in progress. Warning. Collision with mass relay is imminent. Begin evacuation procedures.
Okay. And again, we are not asshole Shepard. I don't remember exactly what the gameplay changes are here if you just immediately call for the Normandy for pickup. I don't think Shepard would be I don't think apathetic but not asshole Shepard would be down for slaughtering a. I wish this. Again, I feel the need to reiterate here. This was not the main Bioware team doing the writing. The choice, they would usually spell the consequences of this kind of choice pretty clearly. I think this is just kind of the racist Shepard choice. This Shepard is not racist.
Alert! All colonists living in the Bahak system. This is...
Shepard, no! Do you have any idea what you've done? You leave me no choice. If we can't stop this asteroid, it must be destroyed.
Tell me where to find Dr. Amanda Kenson.
Dr. Kenson is traveling to the reactor core module.
An ESO-core meltdown should do it. Because of you, everyone on this rock will be obliterated.
Not if I get to you first.
Okay, not quite the end of the DLC. Oh god, oh god. Wasn't expecting that. Well, beyond the spontaneously spawning thermoclips, if you wanted to complain about stupid gameplay contrivances, why the heck do I not get refilled on heavy ammo and metagel between missions? Are we not funded well? Dude, why do I need to source my own crap just on the field? That's just all gameplay mechanic stuff. You gotta kind of let that fly.
Don't try to stop me, Shepard. I have to do this.
Stop now, Kenson. Hackett's friend or not, I will kill you.
You're forcing my hand, Shepard. You know that. There is no escape. There's no redemption for what you've done. I will die, never having seen the Reaper's blessings, and you will just die.
Damn it, Kenson!
Why am I not shooting her?
Get ready.
Keep her in there.
What's this? Can I do? Oh, hold on. Hold on. Before I continue on the DLC, I want to look around this room a little bit. It's probably absolutely nothing to try and force you into that little area there. Oh no, you get to see Kenson out there. I'll try and sabotage the core so it blows up, yeah. ESO. Very nice. I don't need it. I hacked myself 800,000 of this stuff. Kenson's into tentacles, okay? I think that's well established at this point. Maybe she wasn't into tentacles before she was indoctrinated? Actually,
Disengaged. Core temperature rising.
Actually, I guess the Reapers aren't really tentacles. They're more just like giant space grasshoppers with lasers. Oh god. Are they grasshoppery? They're definitely insecty.
Drop the roll!
Yeah.
How do I stabilize the reactor core?
All automatic safety protocols have been overridden. To stabilize the reactor core, manually insert cooling rod A from this control station. Manually insert cooling rod B from control station B. Doing so will stabilize the reactor core. Cooling rod A reinserted. Reactor cooling process has begun.
I need more time. Get in there.
We are very far away from the core to have cooling rods, like way the hell over there. You know what? Don't think about it. Just don't think about it. Crawfish. Yeah. Crawfish have the weird curly tails. Reapers have the big curved spine to them. I don't know. We can look. We'll be getting a nice peek at some Reapers here in a bit, if I remember correctly.
Plasma venting in progress.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Plasma venting aborted.
Maybe if the crawfish has his tail fully extended, maybe. It could be a little bit crawfishy, but the Reapers are a bit more pointy than like a crawfish or a lobster tail, I think. Oh god, oh god. I didn't expect people. I know I hit you. There we go. Crustacean squid hybrid, yeah. Maybe. I still think they're a bit little. They still maybe insecty with both like lobster legs. Maybe.
Is in the maintenance area. Go.
Whoa, hello. I love the grunting when the physics kick in and they're knocked over and they can't seem to get up or something. I don't know what causes that grunting. Ow, ow. Yeah, that definitely got him. There he goes. Come on, get out here.
Warning. Access to the reactor area is restricted.
This is Williams. I've got Shepard locked in the maintenance area, requesting backup. Backup!
Security log overridden.
Good job, Williams. Okay.
Shields have failed.
Oh, he already blew up. All right. It's a long way over this meandering path over to this other cooling rod, I tell you what. That's gonna knock us out of cover, that's fine. No, it doesn't. It just didn't do anything. I'm gonna arc projector you. Somebody's still alive around here somewhere. There he is.
Reactor temperature approaching critical.
Whoa, whoa. Okay, this stuff probably gonna work real well. Keep that guy down, please.
Flame tech.
Got him. to lock on to her? Damn. Ow. You are the most annoying target. Okay. More elevator rides. Uh-huh. So many elevators.
Step away from the reactor.
You've ruined everything. I can't hear the whispers anymore.
Turn around. Now.
You've taken them away from me. I will never see the Reaper's arrival. All you have to do.
Warning, collision imminent. 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 Warning, collision imminent.
Joker, this is Shepard. I need a pickup now.
Communication system damaged.
Damn it!
Evacuation protocols in effect. All personnel report to escape shuttles.
Where can I find an escape shuttle?
Take the lift from this room to the external access. From there, proceed to the communications tower. The remaining escape shuttles will be located on the tower's landing pad.
I have to get to that comm tower and take a shuttle. It's my only chance.
Rare instance of an extremely helpful VI. Yeah, precious space monsters. Notice me, Reaper Senpai. That's kind of Saren's attitude too. Actually, now that I think about it, just like if I help them, they'll save me. I'm so afraid of touching buttons in the loading screens now, especially in the DLC. I don't think there's a cutscene here anyway.
Warning, Alpha Relay collision imminent. Evacuation is recommended.
Well, to be fair to the council, we are half robot now, and they didn't seem to really mind that part when they offered Spectre status back to us. So, I mean, half robot isn't necessarily a bad thing.
We can use this.
I mean, maybe they should have been more worried about, like, we don't have tubes sticking out of us and stuff, so maybe, you know, he was another level, he had another level on us on the robot front, I guess.
Warning, Alpha Relay collision imminent. Evacuation is recommended. Normalizing pressure in airlock.
Oh yeah, Saren did have the whole, Geth arm, didn't he? Yeah, I guess also like and assuming we're gonna go with the changes, we're kind of this whole section's cool actually because we're in a vacuum. I think this is the only time this happens. Like we're in a vacuum, so we don't have any gun sound effects, or it's like super muted or something like that. I think. That's another case. Yes! I can just use a beast shockwave here to send them flying off the level. Whoa, whoa. I mean, if we're gonna go with the theory that Saren's changes were immediate and they just didn't notice it, and, you know, we're ignoring the part where the developers kind of intended for him to have a normal model until later. Yeah, the councils probably should have noticed the scary Geth arm because they would have known what the Geth looked like. Again, just don't think about it too hard. Oh, there's so many dudes. There's so many dudes. I have to take down a Ymir mech by myself. I was already healing. That was a total waste of yeah. So the mech shouldn't be too much of a problem if I just spam arc projector on it. I don't care about my ammo at this point. I'm almost done. Shut up.
Taking heavy fire.
Okay. Let go of this thing. I think we're going like over here. I remember running on my first playthrough of this, running around for a little bit, not knowing I had to interact with the terminal over here.
External comm channel open.
Shepard to Normandy. Joker, do you read me?
This is so much more lame than the Mass Effect 1.
You have become an annoyance. You fight against inevitability, dust struggling against cosmic winds. This seems a victory to you, a star system sacrificed. But even now, your greatest civilizations are doomed to fall. Your leaders will beg to serve us.
Maybe you're right. Maybe we can't win this. But we'll fight you regardless. Just like we did Sovereign. Just like I'm doing now. However insignificant we might be, we will fight, we will sacrifice, and we will find a way. That's what humans do.
Know this as you die in vain. Your time will come. Your species will fall. Prepare yourselves for the arrival.
Shepard, you can't win. It doesn't matter. Shepard, you can't win. Okay, bye. And they didn't even recycle Joker lines there. I don't even regret speaking over that, man.
Get us out of here, Joker.
Looks like you've recovered.
Admiral Hackett.
Sounds like you went through hell down there. How are you feeling?
Fine. No more visions, if that's what you mean. I wasn't expecting to see you here.
You went out there as a favor to me. I decided to debrief you in person. That was before the mass relay exploded and destroyed an entire Batarian system. What the hell happened out there, Commander?
Have you received any intel about what happened?
All I know is I sent you out there to break Amanda Kenson out of prison. And now an entire system is destroyed. I hope you could fill in the leap of logic between those two events.
Kenson said the Reapers were the galaxy's salvation. Then she captured and sedated me, and held me against my will. She wasn't willing to stop the invasion. So I did what had to be done.
Sounds like Amanda was indoctrinated. Well, that's a damn shame. And you believe the Reaper invasion really was a threat?
No doubt about it. We literally had minutes to spare.
I'm sure all the details are in your report. I won't lie to you, Shepard. The Batarians will want blood, and there's just enough evidence for a witch hunt. And we don't want war with the Batarians. Not with the Reapers at the galaxy's edge.
What are you saying?
You did what you did for the best of reasons, but there were more than 300,000 Batarians in that system. All dead.
Any sacrifice is worth stopping a Reaper invasion.
I happen to agree with you. I'm sorry those Batarians lost their lives, but someone has to make the difficult decisions that get people killed. Unfortunately, not everyone will see it that way.
So what do you suggest?
Evidence against you is shoddy at best, but at some point, you'll have to go to Earth and face the music. I can't stop it, but I can and will make them fight for it.
I didn't expect to see you aboard a Cerberus vessel.
I don't like Cerberus or the way they do things, but they brought you back to life, and they're actually doing something about the state of the galaxy. So for now, I can be friendly.
Is the Alliance concerned about the Batarians' response to this incident?
Very. The Batarians have been looking for an excuse to wage war on us since we showed up in the galaxy. If the Reapers invade, we need the galaxy to work together. If we're at war with the Batarians, the other races will be hesitant to give aid to either side.
Is the Alliance prepared for a Reaper invasion?
That's hard to say. It took multiple fleets and the Destiny Ascension to bring Sovereign down, and that was just one Reaper. If the Reapers come in force, we're just not ready.
I stop a Reaper invasion and they want to put me up on charges?
It's not a matter of preference, Shepard. You'll be a convenient scapegoat for avoiding open war. Do whatever you have to do out here. But when Earth calls, you make sure you're there with your dress blues on, ready to take the hit. In the meantime, you keep this. I don't need to see a report to know you did the right thing.
Yes, sir.
You've done a hell of a thing, Commander.
Okay, and that's everything in Mass Effect 2, I think. Double check, make sure we don't have any side missions or anything, but I don't think any of them even matter in Mass Effect 2. You have an email? Kelly will tell us. What she want? Thanks, Kelly. Nope. Alright. Yeah, I think the moral quandary there. And they obviously wanted to force Shepard into doing something terrible, so they'd be in the story in Mass Effect 3 would make sense. Or they had, at the very least, they had the they knew what the beginning of Mass Effect 3 was going to be. Or more than likely, they realized they could sell some Mass Effect 2 DLC if they made it contrived like that. I don't know. Maybe they had an idea. Maybe the
messages for you, Commander.
Maybe ramming the asteroid into the Mass Effect relay was originally going to be the Mass Effect 3 intro, Um, it was supposed to be the Mass Effect 3 intro, but then they realized they could sell it as Mass Effect 2 DLC early on in the development. I don't know. I think it was also just kind of an excuse to give that that BioWare studio like a trial run to make sure that they kind of at least knew what they were doing as far as development. I think that might have been their first project. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, it's not much of a moral quandary. Your Joker doesn't have any more lines. These are always funny.
Retrofits are always a pain in the ass.
As far as Harbinger versus Sovereign,
How about that local sports team, huh?
yeah, I kind of agree with you. I actually do have a I have a 3D printer.
Sometimes I get the urge to turn off the internal compensators and pull a crazy Ivan, you know?
I don't know what that is, but please don't. I have a 3D print. It's a bit of a hobby. One of the first things I 3D printed was actually a tiny, like, it's actually not that small. It's like about...
You know what pisses me off? Calling this the cockpit. Alliance ships have bridges. Asari have cockpits. Oh wait, no they don't.
What does that mean? Asari don't have cockpits? Is that an Asari don't have penises joke? Is that what that was? Joker. Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a hard save here. I don't think it matters, but just in case I ever want to do New Game Plus on this character, which won't happen. But yeah, as far as one of the first things I 3D printed was probably about a 10-inch tall Harbinger, which sits proudly on my desk at work. I of course printed him with wood filament, so he's a mixture of synthetic and organic material. Color doesn't match, but you know, it's the spirit that counts.